Corrina, your virtual health coach, and in this video I want to address a specific issue, which is fruit and weight loss. So I have a couple of tips I want to share with you answering that question: can I still eat fruit and lose weight? And what might surprise you is that eating more fruit could actually help you lose more weight. So I want to share that information with you today. Thank you so much for joining me. One of the biggest misconceptions about fruit is that they contain too much sugar to be part of a healthy weight loss diet. Now, while it is true that fruits contain sugar, and certainly if you are eating too much fruit, the sugar content could impede your weight loss, you have to understand that fruit is far more than just the sugar content. That gives us nutrients, minerals, antioxidants. So the first one that I want to talk about is an antioxidant known as anthocyanins. So anthocyanins are typically found in red-colored fruits, so raspberries, cherries, watermelon. So these anthocyanins are found to specifically target belly fat, or they have been found to prevent what's known as metabolic syndrome, of which belly fat is the most common sign. So any kind of reddish fruit, know that it has specific belly fat blasting properties thanks to those anthocyanins. A few other fruits that have been specifically correlated with belly fat are grapefruits and plums. So there was one study that particularly looked at consumption of grapefruit before meals, and they found that people who consumed just half a grapefruit before a meal tended to have significantly lower belly fat and lower cholesterol, which is kind of an added bonus. So grapefruits, plums, even nectarines as well, these are all fruits that have been found to specifically help target and prevent that belly fat. Another component of fruit that makes it fantastic for weight loss is the fiber content. So fiber not only helps to fill us up and signal to the brain that we are full and we should stop eating, but fiber also slows down the process of digestion in general. So it slows down the amount of time it takes for the sugar to hit your bloodstream, but it also just slows the general digestive process so that when you eat fruit, it's going to give you a longer duration of energy because it's slowing down the release of that sugar in your bloodstream. Just in general, fiber improves pretty much your entire digestive process. So people who experience belly fat and bloating, I really think it's important to increase your fiber intake, especially the soluble fiber that we get in fruit, because that kind of sluggish digestion and bloating feeling that so many of us experience, that's also a sign that your body is not getting the nutrients it needs from the food you're eating. So improve your digestion, feel less hungry all the time, eat more fruit. Another reason to eat more fruit is the presence of trace elements or trace minerals in the fruit. So oranges contain a trace element known as selenium. And selenium is really important for regulating your thyroid. So when we talk about your energy levels, your metabolism, recognize that a lot of times we're missing out on a lot of the trace elements and nutrients that we need. And eating a good variety of different fruits is a great way to get those minerals in. So selenium is just one example where if you are not getting enough in your diet, it can affect your energy. It can affect your ability to burn fat, okay? Affecting your metabolism. So eating oranges as a metabolism booster is a great tip for weight loss. Another great tip is to eat an orange or another fruit with a good amount of vitamin C, such as grapefruit, before you work out. Because that vitamin C and the other phytochemicals in the fruit will actually protect your muscles from oxidative damage that occurs when we work out. So you'll actually feel less soreness the next day if you eat a piece of fruit before you work out. It also helps to give you that electrolyte content, or those charged mineral particles that we often lose when we do a lot of sweating. So instead of drinking a Powerade, just eat a piece of fruit. Different fruits also contain different varieties of polyphenols, and these are one variety of antioxidant, and they have found that these certain phenolic compounds actually change and protect our DNA and our genetic expression. So when we talk about a fat gene, sometimes people have talked about, oh, there's a certain part of our genetics that predisposes us to being overweight. That's really a vast oversimplification. All right, so we have our DNA, there's tons and tons of different genes, and part of what actually determines our body type, our energy levels, all these different things is what's known as the genetic expression. So which genes are turned on and which genes are turned off. And so a big part of our health has to do with the health of our DNA and how our DNA is expressed. And so peaches are one fruit that they've actually found contains this specific phenolic compounds that protect your DNA, okay, and that also affect the genetic expression. So things like inflammation, diabetes, obesity, cholesterol levels, all of these things end up dealing with that genetic expression. And so those phenols that we get from fruits like peaches can actually help to improve that genetic expression towards a healthier body, less weight gain, more energy, etc. Have you ever heard someone say that some people just have a fat gene, or that being overweight can be due to someone's genetics? Well, this is kind of a complex topic, but the bottom line is that every single person has miles and miles and miles of DNA. And largely what determines our way that we look in our health and all of these different things are the expression of those genes. So the genetic expression refers to how much of our DNA is turned on and how much of it is turned off. And so different parts of our diet and our lifestyle and our stress will actually affect this genetic expression. So they found that there are certain phenolic compounds, in peaches and other fruits as well, but specifically in peaches, that affect this genetic expression. So actually protecting us from things like inflammation. Also, our genetic predisposal towards things like obesity, diabetes, high cholesterol, all comes back to that genetic expression. And again, those phenols in peaches can actually help to change and protect the DNA so that your genetic expression leans more towards lower inflammation, less likelihood to gain weight, more likelihood to lose weight, etc. Another reason that fruit is great for weight loss is the presence of antioxidants. So these are certain phytochemicals or plant chemicals that actually help to protect your cells, your tissue, your DNA, your brain from what's called oxidative damage or free radical damage. So just as a product of our exposure to processed food and chemicals and stress and pollutants, these different things contribute to what's called oxidative damage. And it's just a general part of the aging process. And what's important about antioxidants is that they help to protect you from that oxidation. And that's why I say when you think antioxidants, think anti-aging. And when it comes to somebody who's trying to lose weight, part of that antioxidant benefit is that it's going to keep your skin healthier, your muscles healthier. Pretty much everything in your body is going to function better when you are taking in more of these antioxidants. So your bright colored berries like raspberries and blueberries, blackberries, and then your superfoods like acai and goji berries are fantastic sources of those antioxidants. Sometimes people talk about wine having health benefits, but it's the grapes that have health benefits. Okay? And from a weight loss perspective, it's really important to understand that the alcohol content of the wine pretty much ruins any hope of wine being good for weight loss. But you can still reap those antioxidant benefits by just eating grapes instead. So the last thing that I want to mention and talk about is this coconut sugar. So there are a lot of different sweeteners out there, and my general recommendation is just to opt for something as natural as possible, as close to its natural state as possible. So the healthiest way to satisfy your sweet tooth is by eating a piece of fruit, for all of those reasons I just gave. But sometimes you need a sweetener to add to your coffee or your tea or when you're baking or whatever. So I wanted to show you this coconut sugar and talk about why I think this is a healthier option than a lot of the other sweeteners out there. The bottom line is that when you use a natural sweetener, rather than something like high fructose corn syrup or regular refined white sugar, you're also getting a whole lot of different nutrients as well, the same way that you get a whole lot of different nutrients when you eat the piece of fruit. So this coconut sugar is actually made from the coconut blossom, and it also contains nutrients such as magnesium, potassium, zinc, iron, B vitamins, and amino acids. So again, you're getting that sweetness, but you're also getting these huge amount of nutrients that you're just not gonna get from any of those other processed sweeteners. A natural sweetener like this that's made from a plant is also far easier for your body to digest. So all of those other processed sugars, they literally go through chemical processing in a crazy factory. So all of those processes that get done to make the sugar, your body has to undo those chemical processes in order to digest it and break it down. So eating a natural sweetener like coconut sugar takes so much less work for your body to break it down. And then again, you're getting all of those nutrients as well. I want to thank you so much for joining me for this video. Please let me know if any of this information surprised you, or if you didn't chime in with your favorite fruit, go ahead and let me know. My personal favorite fruit is strawberries. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. You can learn more about me and my health coaching practice at CorrinaRachel.com, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Bye. With hundreds of videos that you can stream on virtually any device to help you reduce stress, lose weight, or just improve your health and well-being overall. At wellnessplus.tv, we are dedicated to helping you on your health and wellness journey. Join wellnessplus.tv to find hundreds of videos to help you improve the health of your body and your mind. wellnessplus.tv. Get well, feel better.